I'm just still going through the documents right now, but among the headlines that the special counsel says former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn provided substantial cooperation with special counsel investigators. They are recommending the low end of the spectrum, no jail time, possibly probation in this case. The key document here I have is what's called the addendum. If you can just come back to me 1 second, because it has some very important details. It outlines here that Mike Flynn participated in 19 interviews, but specifically sections of the addendum are redacted because of ongoing criminal investigations. And I just want to show you sort of the depth and breadth of the redactions in this document. Here on page 2, it says, redacted criminal investigation. The defendant has provided substantial assistance in a criminal investigation, and then you can see the rest of that is redacted. I'm still pouring through the records, but what you can see here, as I said, is the bottom line of the special counsel, that the former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn has provided substantial cooperation. He's sat for almost 24 interviews with the special counsel, and he's also provided communications and other records for ongoing criminal matters which have been redacted in the publicly released documents this evening, citing a need to protect the ongoing investigation, Tucker. So we have a recommendation on sentencing for Mike Flynn, but also very strong evidence that the criminal investigation by the special counsel is ongoing at this time.
So just to be clear, the sentencing that you're referring to would be for the crime to which he pled guilty, which was lying in the course of the investigation to it. So it was a perjury charge, and he might have faced actual prison time. He
could have. The max for lying to federal investigators, which is a violation of USC 1001, is up to 5 years. In this particular case, given he has no prior offenses, the high degree of cooperation, it was always expected that it would be somewhere between 0 and 6 months. What the special counsel is recommending is no jail time here based on his level of cooperation. You're right to highlight that, but the other big headline based on the documents is that this addendum that outlines how Mike Flynn has cooperated is heavily redacted, as I showed you here, and they've done that because they want to keep that information secret. They don't want it to be public because it would tip their hand, if you will, to the ongoing criminal matters that involve other individuals. Tucker.
So, and there's no suggestion, I know you just got these documents, but it's not immediately obvious to you what he's been cooperating about or who might be involved in any of this. I'm sorry to put you on the spot live.
No, you're not putting me on the spot at all, and I want to give you the best answer I can without speculating, because it's just too important. What it speaks to is that he's been providing cooperation, documents, and testimony about allegations of collusion with the Russians and members of the Trump campaign. I'm still going through the documents right now. I don't see anything more specific than that at this time, and that would dovetail with the records saying they want to protect elements of the investigation they believe are still sensitive and could tip their hand, if you will, to individuals who have not faced any criminal prosecution at this time, Tucker.
Well, there had better be a huge crime underlying all of this.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's redacted, I can tell you that.
We're really going through a lot. And so if this winds up just being a bunch of stupid perjury charges, I mean, someone should be punished for it. Anyway, Catherine, thank you so much.
You're welcome.